Okay, now a recap of all the models that we looked at in Chapter 2. So the first one was the NCAA T-shirt model. That was the first one where we looked at accurate models but very badly made, badly set up, and how to improve the model in terms of presentation. And we looked at Excel if function and creating names and so on. Now the next model was bookshelves model, where we looked at absolute cell referencing. That's a very important concept. You need to look at both the absolute referencing of the column and absolute referencing of the row. And we also looked at some basic charts, Excel charts. Then the third one was break-even analysis, and here we looked at commenting in cells. We did one-way data table for what-if analysis, and goal seek, how to change contents of one cell so that a different cell reaches a particular value, desired value, and formula auditing, that is the trace, precedence trace and descendant tracing for debugging or if there are any problems that you find in the model. And then quantity discount model, and here there are two important concepts that we discussed: VLOOKUP function and sum product. These two are extremely important. You need to make sure that you understand these functions very well. And of course we did if and max and min and that kind of stuff also. And we also did a two-way data table and conditional formatting. And the next one is golf club demand, and this was probably the most difficult model in all of the models that we discussed in Chapter 2. And we did scatter plots and trend lines. Then the two important functions, index and match, to be able to find the corresponding price for a maximum profit. And we did absolute references in conditional formatting, how to use absolute referencing in conditional formatting. And the last model was NPV, net present value, and again we did data table and conditional formatting there also. So this gives us a very good exposure to lots of advanced features in Excel, advanced modeling features, and descriptive modeling. Mostly these are all descriptive modeling, and we are not trying to figure out the best possible answer. We are trying to do sensitivity analysis and what-if analysis and that kind of stuff. In Chapter 3, we're going to start working on the best model or optimizing model.